Welcome to our course tour. I'm glad that you're with us. When you arrived in the course, you came to the Welcome Start Here page. This is an intentional act of hospitality. When you arrive in the course, we want you to be warmly greeted, and we want you to start with a welcome video so that you can see the instructor and understand what is going to be expected, be greeted, and then demonstrate what and where to go next. You were then guided to our course virtual tour, where we're at now. Let's go to the modules page. On Tuesday, or usually the second or third day of class, depending on the context, we'll transition the landing page of the course from the Welcome Start Here page to the modules page. This is primarily the page that you'll be accessing as you progress through this course. We've viewed the Welcome Start Here. We're on the course tour. Now I'd like to turn your attention to this questions module or page. When you click on here and have a question about the course, I'll ask that you go ahead and click the reply and leave your question here so that everybody can see the question, because others may have a similar question and then they can also benefit from the response. As we return to modules, you'll see under the questions is a tips and reflections section. At the end of the course overview, you may want to look at that to get some ideas that you may use in your own course on how some of the things that are present in a course overview may serve you in your online course. I'm going to click on the course syllabus here to expand it. And this is a handy little feature because as you progress through the course, there may be aspects that once you've completed it, you just want to collapse those because you won't be returning to those, and it'll give you a cleaner real estate to work from on your modules page. Now, our instructional designer, Tina Powers, has put the course syllabus in all of our online courses. Now this is a sample. We haven't fully populated this syllabus, but we put it in this particular course for demonstration purposes. But you can click on the faculty and course page to see that we have populated that with information from this course. But you can access the digital syllabus you received by email for further information about our course. Back to modules. I'm going to go ahead and collapse my syllabus and move down to our module summary. I'll explain this and then I'll highlight a few of the activities for the week, and then I'll encourage you to be on your way to progress through Module 1. In the Module 1 summary, we have learning activities, areas of responses, and due dates. This serves as an organizing principle for your course. It lets you know what you need to read, kind of the progression of your activities and things that you'll be experiencing, where you'll respond. For example, this video is in Atomic Learning. This is a live orientation. It'll be in a conference. This is the Introduce Yourself, and that'll be in the discussions section. So this gives you information that you can look through and understand what is going to be expected. And then as you look at your calendar and the week ahead, you can see what's expected and when it's due and how you might want to structure your personal calendar to make sure you accomplish things. We always put the course outcome here so that every week the student can look at what the overall goal of the course is and then what the module objectives for this upcoming week are. And back to modules. As you progress, you'll see we have a live orientation. You're probably listening to this on Monday, but on Monday, March 27th from 8 to 8:30, using the conference feature in Canvas, we'll have a live orientation. This will give you some ideas of how you might want to use this tool for your own online face-to-face or hybrid teaching. We used a heading section here to mark the Connecting to Teachers, Peers, and Creators section in this module. Underneath, you'll see several assignments and things that you can participate in that are all related to this topic. You'll introduce yourself in our forum, then you'll look at a voice thread, look at intentional hospitality, talk about creating a connection video and giving you instructions on how to do that in the web application Animoto, and then we'll take the digital disciple text and show you how to reflect upon a course reading for it. Let's briefly look at our voice thread, Establishing Presence. We use the voice thread for an online presentation. Now you can read the overview and instructions, but in this VoiceThread you can click on either arrow to begin the interactive presentation. Now I'll hit pause there, and on each slide I provide some commentary with the audio portion of VoiceThread. You can go over here to these arrows to progress back and forth. And if you'd like to leave a comment on any particular page, you can click on the plus icon and do that with either an audio or a video or even a written comment if you would like to do that. It's not mandatory, but you are certainly, as in a classroom lecture, you would certainly be welcome to raise your hand, or there may be times where you would stop and ask the students for a response, and you will find that you can accomplish the same outcome in an online class. And you can also respond to the comments or questions of your peers. So it's a participatory presentation, but it's just done in an asynchronous manner. And this is done through VoiceThread, and Hardin-Simmons has a site license to VoiceThread, and you can access that through Canvas and put this into your own course. You'll have a digital application talking about intentional hospitality, and in assignment 1, 2, you'll be creating an introduction video to your course, and there'll be instructions in there on how to complete it. Then you will come down to assignment 1.3 and will encounter a VoiceThread again where you will be reading your chapter in Digital Disciple that you've selected, and then you'll provide a short reflection and synopsis of the chapter on the VoiceThread to share with your peers. All right, let's go back to modules again. There will be a slide presentation that you can participate in that's interactive on how online courses are different. And then you'll be participating in a video that is going to stop the action and ask you some questions and provide feedback on answers as you progress through that video. There'll be an Atomic Learning series called Teaching Online the Basics. Atomic Learning is something that we have a site license for as well here at Hardin-Simmons. And if you click on View, it's going to take you to an Atomic Learning page, and it will force you to sign in to the network if you're not on campus and not signed in. And these are atomic or atom-like short videos that you can see, they're a minute, 24 seconds, 2 minutes, just little snippets on what to include in your course, about the online syllabus, discussion, and things like that. That is quite helpful. And you'll also notice that there are other videos on the Atomic Learning website related to online learning that you might find quite helpful as well. Lastly, in the final assignment of this week, you'll be participating in your online teaching toolkit reflections, where you will read some materials, explore some technologies that create connection, and reflect on your online experience this week as you link to the Google Doc and share some of your learning goals and reflect on your learning for the week. Well, thank you for joining me on this tour, and I invite you to proceed through the course, and I look forward to spending time with you tonight in the live orientation, and I'm so glad that you're with us.